Today, we are 2 weeks out from the Prague Pro, and I'm gonna take you through a full day of eating. That includes macros, meals, and using the microwave a whole lot. So grab your meal and let's get cooking. How are my Martians doing? Yesterday, we had a leg session with Chris Bumstead himself. Today, we're gonna run you guys through another full day of eating. I am 20 days out from Prague. This is what my diet looks like right now going into the show. Very similar to kind of what you guys have seen in the past, but just take you through what I'm eating today. Starting off with meal number one here, I got 150 grams of chicken cooked into these meatballs. So I'll do one of those. I have some peppers and onions cooked up here. So I'll do that with the turkey. I will be doing my carbs from Elevate Cream of Rice. I'm gonna be doing the apple pie today. This one is probably my favorite, but I'm also really liking the maple one right now too. These are both good. I'll be doing about 90 grams of this, and then I will be topping that with 10 grams of almond butter here. My meal number one, I'll get it all made up, and then I'll show it to you guys, and we'll have a little chat about it, and then we'll go on with the day. I will weigh my water just to kind of give you guys a rough estimate of what it is. Usually I just kind of put water in there, and I'll do it so that you guys have a rough estimate. I'm gonna put about 250 milliliters of water in there, which is almost triple, like a 3-to-1 ratio. I think that'll be about right. I'm gonna put it in the microwave for a minute. We'll open it, stir it some more, do the normal cream of rice thing. With this meal, get 100 grams of berries. Almost forgot, which is probably my favorite part of the meal, so I don't know how I almost forgot that. And we're running low on strawberries, so I guess we're going to the grocery store today. Yes, I'm using paper plates because I don't like to make Alexis do 10,000 million dishes. So it's easier to get paper plates from Sam's Club. We'll do 100 grams of berries here. All these little ones take forever to get to 100 grams. Put a little Splenda on these after I cut them up. We got our meal number one. This stuff cooks really nice and easy, guys. It's not quite like some of the other ones I've showed you, or you gotta baby it like a million times. These flavors are better. So I have been in love with the apple pie. Turkey's done. Warmed up, ready to go. Now I put this back in. We'll go one more minute. Pretty close to what we want. And then we will put it in the freezer because you guys know I do not like warm cream of rice. A little almond butter on top of the cream of rice, turkey, and ghost Swedish fish. Because since I can't eat candy, I guess I'll drink it. The 0-calorie kind. No, and I also love these guys. But hey, started the day off with coffee, like always. And then I usually transition into a little carbonation ghost energy drink. We're gonna train shoulders and arms this afternoon, but I am super tired. Honestly, training legs with Chris yesterday smashed me. My CNS is a little beat up, so my night of sleep wasn't great, but we still ended up with a 2-pound drop this morning. Happy with the look. Boss was super excited. He said, ooh, especially after legs, because usually I'm up 2-3 pounds from inflammation. So got a nice drop, but my legs are super, super sore. So this morning I'm gonna take things slow. I'm going to really stretch my body out, probably take a little bit of a nap, and then we'll train in the afternoons. We'll get quite a few meals in. You guys, like I said, I'll show you all of them. This is what I carved up on. And this is why we look crazy at the Olympia. So go buy yourself some Elevate. Still use code Martian and get yourself some cream of rice. One more round in the microwave here. And ready to go. So this meal is roughly about 55 grams of protein, about 75 carbs, about 16 grams of fat. Running through this meal one, kind of all the macronutrients, and then you'll see today as I go through my meals, some of them we don't have fats, some of them we don't have carbs, kind of a little bit different variation than what you guys have seen before. My food is a little bit lower than what you guys seen other than like peak weeks and stuff like that, but still getting a decent bit of food here. And like Jake said, he was looking at this, he's like, oh, you still get a decent bit of carbs. Still getting to eat a good bit. I think on my training days is around 500 carbs here. You guys will still get to see a decent bit of food. Because we're doing shoulders and arms, we're gonna pull carbs back just a little bit. Probably run closer to that 300 grams today, just because I don't need them and body is feeling good. We'll just work on focusing on recovery. But we're out of barbecue sauce, so I guess we'll use some Heinz 57 sauce. If you haven't tried this, you should. It's very good. This is Sam's Club almond butter. This has 3 ingredients in it. No, 2 ingredients. It has roasted almonds and salt, and then it's blended to hell. This thing is awesome. It's very all natural and good for the digestion, and it's also like 1,000,000 times cheaper than something like this. even though HEB, shout out, this one's fucking incredible. You're gonna be on an open stage with Chris Bumstead. How fucking cool is that? Super excited, guys, honestly. Chris is a good friend, obviously. So a huge monumental moment in bodybuilding. I was talking with Steve Weinberger this morning. He's gonna be the head judge out there, and he's very excited for us to make some history, put on a show for Europe. So it'll be cool. I'm very excited. Chris was very excited yesterday during the session. You could really start to see that he was really falling in love with the idea of doing it finally. And one last dance for him. Pretty crazy to think that after all these years of just doing bodybuilding, like all comes down to one day, one show, and then it's kind of all over. So for him, he kind of knows what's to come. He knows, obviously, Ian retired. He has that older brother to kind of take him under the wing and tell him like this is what retirement's like and stuff. But it'll be interesting to see his journey. Obviously, with Chris and I being friends and stuff, we've talked about like kind of what he wants to do, where he wants to go, what he wants to do with his physique. I'll be really interested to see how that goes for him, because he's kind of like me, where I'd like to get back into athletic stuff and doing some like fun, honestly, shit for you guys that will be fun to watch and stuff. So it'll be interesting to see his transition as well as his transition into becoming a father. I know one of my favorite transitions I've watched of a human was watching Brett go from being crazy Brett that we trained every day together and just being my training partner to becoming a father and becoming the man that he's become. This last year has been one of the coolest things I've watched. So I'm excited to see that in Chris as well. Obviously super excited to get on stage with him, be a once in a lifetime opportunity. It's interesting, I go through like waves where I like love cream of rice. The texture gets me. I'm a very texture person. That's why I like to like break up a rice cake or something in here when I have to do multiple, because otherwise it's like eating 14 pounds of mashed potatoes, and like after a little while it starts to get like, the texture just gets you. Like it still tastes good, but it's like you go to swallow and you're like almost gaggy. Because put those strawberries in there. If it wasn't apple pie, should have cut up an apple, put it in there, but really good. He likes me to have berries because of the antioxidants. All right guys, we're back for my pre-workout meal. We have a Ninja Creamy with 2 scoops of the ISO H1 blueberry donut. I got that over here in the Ninja Creamy. I have set it out for about 15 minutes to make sure it thaws just a little bit. Otherwise, you'll burn the motor up in this thing if you just throw it from the freezer right in. But I'm gonna throw that on light ice cream, run it once, and then for my carbohydrates, we are gonna be eating some caramel rice cakes. So I'll do 5 rice cakes here and just eat this down quick. Jake is editing the YouTube video right now and doing the behind the scenes of Chris and I training legs, and you guys getting to hear more about Prague and stuff. The news just got dropped about 10 minutes ago, so everyone is texting me now like, you're getting to compete against Chris, or you're competing against Chris, what do you think about this? And as you guys already know, I'm very, very excited about this. So it'll be fun. Can't wait to get this out to you guys and hear your response as well. But I'm gonna eat this meal down, and then like I said, we're gonna head to the gym, train some shoulders and arms, do our normal thing. Let Jake get back to editing, and I'm gonna run this noisy ass creamy. About to head to the gym, hit some shoulders and arms. So I guess I'll run you through the subs I'm gonna take pre-workout. I got the Bloodshot here, Raging Grape, Samson's flavor. This is the best pre-workout on the planet. You guys know me, I'm not a big stim head, so this is perfect, as well as it's a little bit later workout. And then for focus, they're the Uprising new gummies. These are dosed like the Ascend, so they're a little better for training as well, a little higher dose than the other ones. So I'll take about 2 of these on shoulders and arms, and then you guys know I do the gel packs on legs, obviously. And then in my intra, I'm gonna be doing 1 scoop of the Intra R3 here. That's 25 carbs. Then I'll be doing 5 grams of creatine, 10 grams of glutamine, and 2 scoops of Silo 9 here. So get my EAAs for protein synthesis, my carbohydrates for building glycogen, obviously creatine for those energy stores, and then glutamine for digestion, as well as it's another amino acid to keep me in that protein synthesis. This is everything I'll be drinking down while I'm training. We're gonna go hit shoulders and arms over at Revive, get a quick session in, and then we get back here and do some more computer work and all that fun stuff. So today's pretty light and easy. It's just mostly on the computer and doing that kind of stuff, and then planning for Prague. So the next thing for me is I got to get us an Airbnb planned out. I have 2 or 3 picked, but need to book one. My new Helix that's got all the new Martian stickers on it that will be coming out to you guys very soon, with the new t-shirts as well. We are working diligently on getting you guys the Martian merch. It's coming out perfectly, so a lot of this stuff is turning out just how we want it to. I'm really, really happy with the stickers today. So covered my shaker with them, give it a little extra Martian pizzazz for the training session, and then off to the races. So shake these up, mix these up, and then we head over to Revive. Honestly, being consistent and disciplined with your meals, cooking, prepping, having everything ready, Really that's the first starting step in being a great bodybuilder, is being prepared, because if you're not prepared, you're prepared to fail. Something that's really been a steady thing in my life has always been dieting, always been having consistency here, from wrestling leading all the way into bodybuilding. But as I've seen my body gets better and better, the more consistent, the better I am, the longer I'm on the diet, the more disciplined I am with the diet. And really the discipline here of cooking my food the same, making all my meals the same, and just having that consistency over time.
My whole life, really, but definitely the last 3 years I've been looking at shows post-Olympia, wanting to jump in them and do them, and this is my last opportunity to ever do it, so I'm in shape. It's 3 weeks till the Prague show.
Really, bodybuilding is who can be the best bodybuilder, consistently perfect over time, and that's really what it takes. So you want to be the best bodybuilder in the world, you want to be the best at what you do, you have to be disciplined and perfect in all ways, shapes, and forms, and that starts right here in the kitchen. Back to the house. We just crushed some shoulders and arms. It was a pretty good session, honestly. Jakey hopped in with me, so that was cool. We'll just crush these shoulders and arms. You guys know, nothing crazy intense, mostly focusing on the squeeze and the contraction. That's what's worked best for growing my arms. And you guys saw that I made drastic improvements in my arms, honestly, through the whole season. So from Detroit to the Olympia, they even got better. Now we're going into that post-workout meal. So I have another Ninja Creamy here. One is the chocolate ISO from Hostile. It also is made with coffee. So it has a little bit of coffee flavor in there, as well as I took a little bit of the cereal that I'm gonna be getting post-workout in for the mix in here. So it has about 25 carbs from Count Chocula in it. So this is just an easy digestible cereal with a little bit of marshmallows in here. So give it that extra ice cream flavor, if you will. And then I'm gonna be doing, this one has been my guilty pleasure lately. It is a great value cereal from Walmart, but they nailed this one. So they killed it. I'm gonna be doing another 75 carbs from this. So 100 carbs total. And then I have 50 grams of protein here in this creamy. So that's gonna be my post-workout meal. In about an hour, we will eat a whole food meal and go on with our day of eating. Getting to the end of the day here, we have really just a few more meals and an Epsom salt bath to take. And then Jakey's gonna finish editing this video. And then we'll probably get an awesome response of either dropping the video tonight or first thing in the morning and seeing what you guys think. So this is honestly the fun part for us, when we get to see everyone's response, and we're already seeing fitness world go crazy over Chris and knowing that he's doing Prague. So getting this behind the scenes video is gonna be awesome, and seeing your guys' response. But super excited to stand on stage with my friend. We've talked about this before, but it's cool to see all the comments and see people talking and stuff now, and just hearing the talks. It's cool, it's really fun. And to know that I made a big statement at the Olympia and people to believe in me now is even cooler, because a year ago, if someone would have said I was going against Chris, my name wouldn't even got brought up. So to be in this position, I'm very thankful for it, and also I'm thankful for these carbs. So I'm gonna eat this cereal, and I'll see you guys for our next meal. Back with another meal. Just finished up an Epsom salt bath. If you don't know the benefits of that, we're gonna talk about that later. Probably not in this video, but I will go over it at some point of why I do that in prep always, and it just makes my body feel a lot better. That body's nice and relaxed now, and I'm gonna eat this 150 grams of chicken cooked down to 130 and a little bit of barbecue sauce. And again, forgot to put the Sam's Club order in because we have prep brain. So the veggies didn't come when they're supposed to. They'll be here in the morning. So you're getting what do they call this? Carnivore diet. Carnivore diet, that's what we're doing. Just eating some protein here, but gonna get this meal down, then we'll have another one in about an hour and a half here. Get these last meals in, and off to bed we go. Body's really starting to kind of get in pace. It's been like the last week, it's been kind of finicky, and I felt like I was holding a lot of water. The last 2-3 days, body's really starting to respond how we want it to. Like I said, 2 days ago, got a 2-pound drop. This morning was another 2-pound drop. Probably gonna get another drop again tonight, it looks like. So very happy with how the body is responding, and excited to see what kind of new look and improvements we can bring to Prague. I don't know if I've touched on this, and I don't know if we'll put it in this video, but the main things I really want to do in this short period of time is, again, work on volume of just getting my chest and arms as big as we can, as well as mostly working on my mobility to make the poses as perfect as we can possibly get them. I do feel like we can open up my back a lot more and really accentuate those poses, as well as opening that up will make those front poses wider and give me more sense of depth of width from the front. So I'm gonna eat this meal and I'll see you guys for the next one. We're on to meal number 6 and 7. I'm just gonna kind of go over the rest of what I have going tonight and get ready for bed, honestly. So first things first, my nighttime digestive drink. This has 2 ounces of lemon juice in it. It has Evian water because Jake got me addicted to spring water. This one's really good. It has 10 grams of glutamine from Hostile, and then it has 20 grams of Calm, which is magnesium powder. Don't do 20 grams. Start with like 5 and work your way up depending on your digestion. 20 grams might fuck your stomach up. This is what I do. This is what I'm used to. So do this every night around this 8 o'clock area. Drink this. Next meal is another 150 grams of chicken cooked. Be doing one of these, 2 rice cakes. Then to finish the night off, we lay down and then I'll wake up and I'll have my last protein shake / creamy here. This is just another 50 grams of isolate and water, the ISO H1 milk chocolate, and then I'll be having 20 grams of almond butter in there. So my meal here is, or my 2 meals here to wrap up the day. Not a ton of food. Like I said, we're back in that 3 weeks out mode. So we're like 20 days out. We're starting to push my body back down and it's responding really well. So excited to see what we look like in the morning. Tell you one thing, my legs are sore as F from training with Chris. So that's good. But I guess that's a wrap on things, guys. You got to see quite a bit today. Really just all my food, some business stuff, some merch stuff that we're really working on behind the scenes. So that's cool for you guys to get to see before it all comes your guys' way. Then obviously the big announcement of Chris and I taking over Prague and what's next going on here. It's been an awesome day. Happy to have you guys along for the ride. Do all the fun YouTube stuff like, subscribe, tell your friends about us, and we'll see you next time. Peace.